Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisah binti Halimuddin, matrix number 1191378. The title of our study is The Effect of Time Management on Academic Performance among third-year students, Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning. Time management is very crucial in our life to ensure that our duties and responsibility can be performed systematically according to its regularity. Based on our current situation in Malaysia, we are required to conduct learning at home using online learning. So students will experience very hectic days because of the commitment they face at home and the responsibility as a student in completing all the assignments that have been given. Everyone needs to learn to manage time and to ensure daily work is always manageable. As online distance learning has become a new normal to our education system, we need to manage and organize our schedule well so that activities can be done by prioritizing the one things over the others. In this chapter, the researcher will find out about the effect of time management on academic performance among third-year students of Faculty Leadership and Management, University Science Islam Malaysia. So the problem statement is basically we have highlighted is the attitude of students who take for granted about time management in their daily life activities. Everyone needs to learn to manage time to ensure their daily work is always manageable. If once that time is lost, it is impossible to take it back. Time management is much needed, especially those who have constrained with various activities and responsibilities. This time management can ensure that students manage their time during online learning that has conduct at home, whether it is time to study, completing their assignment, do house chores and their personal time. Time management is indeed a necessity even before the existence of online learning, as before, such as face-to-face learning in lecture room. However, due to the various type of problems that happen to people, especially students, it has been proven that time management is one of the best solutions to avoid procrastination, which leads to stress to students and will ultimately affect their academic performance. Online distance learning is relatively new in the education system, but it will take time for students to accept and adapt themselves in the division of time according to the order and schedule they have arranged.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Idatul Husnina binti Idrofathi, metric number 1191415. Research question. First, does time management really have an effect on students' academic performance? Second, what makes students have a problem managing their time during online distance learning? Third, what are another effect that students might have if they don't do time management? Fourth, it is important for students to learn priorities, the main ones to manage time wisely. 5. Is procrastination give an effect to students' academic performance? Research objective. First, to discover the effect of time management on students' academic performance. Second, to determine how students manage their time for study and themselves during online distance learning or DL. Third, to find out students' awareness, the importance of time management. Fourth, to analyze whether students are wise to make priorities. 5. To assess whether students perceive procrastination does affect academic performance.
Okay, next for chapter 2, literature review, we will start from the introduction first. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Izzati binti Amran, metric number 1192973, and I will present about introduction. Okay, online distance learning (ODL) is the new norm in the educational system. It is also related to students' academic performance by how well they manage their time. According to Akumula Fay, 2005, time cannot be managed because once it is spent, it cannot be recovered. Okay, and also Quick 2001 believe that time can be managed because in order to solve the problem of procrastination, one should always learn how to develop time management skills. Many students started to have double work as they learn while studying at home during COVID-19, as well as Movement Control Order (MCO). Okay, next, definition and relationship between time management and online distance learning. Okay, time management is the process of effectively managing time so that the apparent amount of time is allotted to the apparent activity. Time management is the process of making the best use of one time, which is always limited. But online distance learning (ODL) has traditionally been defined as any educational or learning procedure in which teachers and students are geographically separated and there is no interaction between students. Distance learning, also known as a distance education or e-learning, is a type of online learning in which teachers and students are physically separated during instruction, and various technologies are used to facilitate student-teacher or student-student communication. Thank you.
My name is Nur Shuhada binti Muhammad Isali. My metric number is 1192983. I will present about time management. Dr. Radhika Kapoor stated that time management is a concept that deals with the effective time management. An individual should organize all his tasks and duties in accordance with the timing, no matter what job he is in or who is he involved with. Time management is very important to make sure all are well organized and make him more disciplined. According to Successful Time Management 2010, there is always a way to managing interruptions. Students should know whether the task should be done in urgent or not. Students should plan his work or assignment to make sure the students are able to take out time for other things as well, because they have to focus on their academic performance as their priority. When an individual puts out the task then that is less important to do more important one, it's not called as procrastination, but it shows that they know how to manage their work and have a good quality time. To have an effective time management, students work properly. They have to know what's important. Conforming to Kobe as Merrill AR and Merrill RR, one of the fundamental challenges in effective time management is remembering the difference between urgent and important. It is connected to determine the importance of the task. Firstly, gather and write down all the tasks that need to be done. Next, segregate each task according to the earliest date to be complete to the latest. After that, put the most important task to be done or tasks that close to deadline and start to complete the task. Nevertheless, as according Creed and Council 2008, the relationship between personality and academic performance is mediated by study attitudes and habits such as time management technique. According to this standpoint, students' academic performance is determined by their habits and attitude. According to the literature Lisa and Robert 2008, students' time management skills have such a significant effect on their academic achievement, which is one of the predictors of academic performance. According to the relevant literature, students should begin to acquire time management sense of their own in primary school by reading material on the particular topic, or through the framework of psychological counseling and guidance students' studies used in school, and then adopt effective time management attitudes and technique to determine how and where they spend their time. Online distance learning. Gonzalez Videgaray 2007 stated e-learning is based on information and communication technologies with pedagogical interaction between students and the content, student and the instructor, or among students through the web. On the other hand, online distance learning is a learning session without the students or instructor being physically present. According to Caterell 2005, online distance learning technology enables the delivery of learning resource or communication between instructor and student that can be applied either to the learning technology itself or online pedagogical method. As a consequence, this student is now using all of the medium and application that their university used to teach, such as Zoom meeting, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams, which is a few examples that they can use. According to the Niagara College Canada 2012, online distance learning is a combination of course delivered via web or text or workbook. It is to ensure that students can still continue their study and the lecturer continuously teach even in distance. However, Monroe R 2005 online distance learning involves registration, continuous assignment, and tests. Even though it's flexible means that students are not bound to go to class or even want to submit an assignment in the lecture room during physical class, but it will increase the responsibility of students when they are at home. According to Numerical 2004, online distance learning method increase the preparation to the lecturer, but it sometimes make the student frustrated because since the information is delivered electronically, they have to make sure they stay focused, but the main problem is when they lost internet connection during class. Nowadays, a lot of students feel the pressure when they have a slow internet or not having a conductive place and they have no choice but to join the class. Newman highlight numerous benefits of online distance learning. Interaction between student and lecturer can also improve the effectiveness of online classes. If a student encounters a problem while participating in online distance learning, they can communicate with the lecturer. The same is truly the case for lecturer. They must effectively communicate with their student and understand each other. Its focus is to enhance student academic performance. Technical issue with the technological device may also have an impact on student online learning experience. According to Barber and Reed 2009, students must have a high level of digital literacy in order to find and use relevant information and communicate with others via technological device. Students who lack in abilities may struggle with online learning.
My name is Nuratika Husna binti Muhammad Asri, number matric 1191409. For students' academic performance, for instance, a study by Gray 2010 reported that faculty must be knowledgeable about the cultural differences and create an inclusive, accessible and flexible learning environment to attract minority students in online learning. Similarly, goes to Timis and Cooks 2004, they stated that examination of students' motivation in online learning revealed that motivation is the rival component to be considered in online course. So this researcher believe that students' academic performance is influenced by motivation and not by time management. In contrast, by Barkan 2017 found that there is no significant difference in students' academic performance in utilizing online learning platform regarding to students' academic achievement, which is due to the fact that academic achievement towards online learning platform requires a certain skills and knowledge as mentioned by Barkan. So he believed that this is not about time management but skills that students have in managing online learning.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Nurul Ain binti Roslan. My matric number is 1191358. Today I will present about research framework and research approach and design. Conceptual research framework constitutes of a researcher's combination of previous researches and associated works and explains the occurring phenomenon. It is systematically explain the action needed in the course of the research study based on the knowledge obtained from other ongoing researchers and other researchers' point of view on the subject matter. Basically, there are relationship between dependent variable, which is student academic performance, and independent variable, which is the effective time management and online distance learning. The relationship of two other variables can we get the answer based on collecting the data in the questionnaire survey.
Alright, conclusion for the chapter 2 or literature review the effect of time management on academic performance among third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning or DL. Okay, it's more focused on students' academic performance, which is influenced by a variety of factors, which include time management and online distance learning. It is very different when students are still learning face-to-face because online distance learning adds some challenges to students in order to successfully achieve good academic performance. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, this is for the chapter 3, research methodology. Okay, and this chapter also we will start from the introduction first. Alright, introduction for chapter 3, Research Methodology, the effect of time management on academic performance among third year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning or DL. Okay. This chapter discusses research approach, research design, location of study, population and sampling, research instrument, data collection and procedure, reliability and validity. Okay. The process was followed by designing questionnaires, collecting and analyzing data, and finally preparing the research report. Following an exhaustive analyzing and reading of literature from the experts on the influence of time management during online distance learning, the research began by identifying the study purpose.
In general, research design refers to a structure for planning and carrying out a specific research project. The research design is the most significant aspect of the study since it incorporates all four major considerations, which is the strategy, the conceptual framework, who and what to explore, and the instruments and method to be employed for the data collection and analysis. Research design basically divides into three designs, which is qualitative method, quantitative method, and mixed method. In this study, the researcher used the quantitative method. Quantitative research methods may be defined as the explanation of an issue or event by the collection of numerical data and analysis using mathematical approach, namely statistics. Examples of quantitative method are open-ended response, interviews, participant observation, and so on. For this research, a method of questionnaire survey was employed. Questionnaire survey is the means of gauging the effect of time management on academic performance among third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning, which is ODL. A very important approach utilized by researchers is a questionnaire survey directed at third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management. The purpose of adapting questionnaire survey method is to let the researcher learn what is on their mind and how they feel about something. The study critically aims at gathering information from a questionnaire survey sent to third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management about the effect of time management on academic performance during online distance learning, which is ODL, of third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management on whether time management has an effect on students' academic performance. Because the study is dealing with human belief and perception, quantitative methods are strongly suggest it will be more accurate finding since questionnaire surveys are believed to provide more honest responses and thoughts.
Okay, next, location of study. The purpose of this research is to analyze the effect of time management on academic performance among third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning (ODL). It may be found in University Sains Islam Malaysia, USIM Negeri Sembilan.
Population. The population was made up of distant learners in the learning programs among third-year students of Faculty of Leadership and Management, University Sains Islam Malaysia during online distance learning (ODL). The interviewers were chosen from 5 programs in the Faculty of Leadership and Management, which are Dakwah and Islamic Management Program, Theology and Religion Program, Counseling Program, Communication Program, and New Media Communication Program. Sampling procedure and sample. The sampling procedure for selecting the participants for this study was quota sampling technique. In quota sampling, a population is first segmented into mutually exclusive subgroups, just as in stratified sampling. This is because randomization was not possible as the learners come to the site of the programs only to collect text and other learning materials and for contact session. Hence, subjects were purposely chosen from among third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management of in-distance learning programs of University Sains Islam Malaysia. Therefore, 50, 40, 30, 15 and 10 participants were respectively selected from Dakwah and Islamic Management Program, Theology and Religion Program, Counseling Program, Communication Program and New Media Communication Program. The participants in the study were those who had interviewed on survey session and a questionnaire by Google Form.
Next, the research instrument. The research instrument is one of the methods in collecting information based on research method that is quantitative approach. According to the method used, the researcher chose to use the questionnaire method distributed to third-year students of USIM Leadership and Management faculty. The questionnaire was distributed to third-year students through Google Form with links that have been provided. The purpose of this questionnaire is to find out the effect of time management on academic performance for third-year students during online learning. Data collection for the study was obtained through this questionnaire involving data on demographic information, that is the background of third-year students of FKP in terms of gender, age and program of study. In addition, the researcher also collected information through a questionnaire to find out the effect of time management on academic performance during online learning implemented for third-year students of FKP.
Data collection and procedure. Data collection is the process of gathering and measuring information on variables of interest in a systematic manner to answer state research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate outcome. Data collection is an important phase in the qualitative research process. Quality data collection method improve the accuracy or validity of studies outcome or finding. In this study, researchers used a quantitative method, which is questionnaire and survey, in finding the result from the objective research. The procedure starts with researchers spreading the questionnaire in the main class group of each program in faculty and leadership and seeking them to answer it and keep updating until all of the third-year students faculty of leadership and management fulfill the question. After that, the data from the questionnaire and survey was collected and gathered to analyze.
My name is Natika Osman binti Muhammad Asri, number matric 1191409. So for the next part is pilot study. This study was an instrumental in providing the researcher the data on the effect of time management on academic performance among third-year students in the Faculty of Leadership and Management during online distance learning (ODL), as well as guidance throughout the pilot study as a procedures, which is adapted to the topic condition. To begin, survey research is utilized to quantitatively define certain characteristics of a group, and then examining the effects of variables is a common component of these aspects. And second, data for survey research is collected from third-year students in Faculty of Leadership and Management about the effect of time management on students' academic performance during online distance learning. And finally, the survey research employs a subset of a population ranging around 70 to 100, and from which the results can be extrapolated to the entire population. The next one is reliability and validity. The reliability and validity of the instrument utilized in this study were tested and evaluated. So first, validity is obtained by truly inspecting the arrangement and structure of the instrument, whereas the validity is acquired by testing and retesting the instrument used to confirm their dependability.
Alright, conclusion for research methodology. This chapter concentrated on the technique utilized in this investigation. A description of quantitative research as a data collecting and analyzing approach was provided. This chapter examined the methods used during data collection and included details on the collection. Thank you. Okay, that's all from us. Okay, thank you for listening from the chapter 1 until the chapter 3 about our presentation today. Okay, thank you so much.